social media. Don't just talk about it, do something. So I had a friend, I don't know whether this story is true or not, so I will not take names. But that friend I know personally, he was studying in a college like you guys are studying, wherein a leading actress also studied. And when she was studying, of course, like, you know, many of you like someone or the other, you keep on looking at them and talking to them, you are interested. After a few years, when he met her again after college and 10, 15 years of career, and he had the courage to tell her, oh, I liked you, you look beautiful and I had some interest in you. And you know what the girl replied? She said, why didn't you ask me? I was really interested in you, but you never asked. And these are those times when girls used to not ask, so let me tell you. So there are regrets. My request to all my students is, don't regret. If you want to do it, just do it. It doesn't matter. Unless you are killing someone, unless you are hurting someone, or it's an irreversible act. Though I am also an advocate and I support all this is the first instance when Nitin and Pranjal approached me and said, we want to hold a meeting where we get young lawyers and law students. And I was very happy. Because normally in BSc we get all the finance matters and the government matters and public policy matters. This is the first time we get the lawyers. Second, I have seen that most of you are trying to connect with each other, like Aditesh, Manav, Jaya. I don't know them personally. I've heard their names first time today. One of the things about students and people who will grow in life is connecting, is talking, etc. So I'm very glad for IMW, Sama and other people to get all of you together. Let me give you a few thoughts from myself about mediation, for instance, or any other aspects that I think is appropriate here. What is mediation? Most of the time, corporates and people like you and me go to the courts and fight out a dispute because they don't have a choice. There is no other mechanism that comes to their mind where they can go. If you go to a lawyer, I can tell you hardly a few will ever talk about resolving the issue without going to the court. For whatever reason. You know, professions like doctors and lawyers, policemen, etc. are considered dark professions. Why dark? Because you make money only when people suffer. Like if it's a court case also, if the court case gets completed in 6 months, would you make money? If it goes on for 10 years, maybe you make, because the contracts are structured like that, for per appearance money, etc. We have to change this. In fact, even in BSc and other places, what we have started doing is we take a lump sum money. So as a lawyer, I am glad that if the case gets over in 1 month rather than going on for 10 years. Second is, don't go to the courts at all. The problem with it is, as Nitin mentioned, Cyril mentioned, most of the people at positions, the moment they go, they say, okay, let's resolve this. People ask questions. Like for instance, I heard some story that XYZ company got this waiver. So there is definitely something wrong with it. It can't be, maybe the company thought, okay, if I get that 50% penalty, I am okay to settle the contract, and the other person, the authority thought, okay, if I am getting 50% of the money and finish it off, the money will not be blocked, I don't have to waste my time, etc. So mediation is very necessary, but most of the time, when there are parties to a dispute, if the dispute is genuine, mediation, arbitration, conciliation, all work. If the dispute is just to make money by one party or hold on, the arbitration will work. So most of the court cases, in my opinion, are those where one party knows that they are losers, but they continue with the case so that as long as they can hold on, they hold on. We as advocates have to desist from it. In fact, nowadays there is a case going on saying, oh, so-and-so person is a criminal, so I should not be a lawyer for him. I think it's wrong. We are parts of the justice system. Even a criminal, unless proven criminal, by the highest court in the country, is a human being or is an institution, and we should support both sides. If there is a legitimate side, we should support. So even Kasab had a lawyer. So we should not treat lawyers as something that they are wrong if they support some side. Why I am telling you is, today there are lots of issues where we take sides. I am a vegetarian, I am a non-vegetarian. Just get over it. Law is such a profession. We are trying to help the justice system and to human beings to reduce the burden. As Cyril pointed out, even if all cases we have to try to get, the judges will not get. So mediation and resolution is the most important thing. How to go about it? is a difficult task.
One thing which is true is that for the youth, which is extremely motivating for the youth, is that to keep hustling and experimenting, and we won't know until we try. And that's the kind of approach. In fact, we are not just ADR enthusiasts, we are also technology enthusiasts. We are building a platform which provides mediation, cancellation, arbitration services in the online medium to connect from one city to other city. Yeah, so I'd love to talk about that more, sir. I would take this opportunity, I would bring on Ashita here to request you to felicitate some of our crew members.
So these are the last 3 members. Asta, can you come on stage? Again, oldest members, Apurva and Anshuman.
Round of applause for these brilliant members, the heart and soul of AMW.
So Anshuman jokes about how, so we were NVGS alums and we graduated, and Anshuman jokes about how this year was a long distance relationship and it was tough. We were really not present because there were other things that we were doing, and the reason IMW 19 even happened the way it's happening now, it's this entire core team that held it together. And they played a huge role in that. Apurva heads design, and she's the reason why we have merchandise or any of our creatives. And there's Asta, who has really just grown into an extremely strong, beautiful woman also on this journey. But she also handles case management, which was literally one of the hardest parts because you have to make sure that it's correct data and information.
And there's Anshuman, who just does everything and holds the team together. Every team needs a danda, and he's the danda for this team. Thank you so much, Anshuman. We request so to felicitate our 3 crew members. Thank you. Thank you so much, Asta. Thank you, Apurva. I request all 3 of you now to felicitate sir with a token of felicitation from our side. And with this, I also request our keynote speakers to kindly come. So before you all leave, we would like a picture with all of you, and then we can start the workshop. Yeah. I request all the speakers to kindly come on the stage. Are we good? It's 2 minutes late, the folks are good.